Hello everyone, welcome to SSC Aspirant World. Today we are going to see about the topic Nobel Prize. Let's see what's the reason for giving Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize was the highest and most prestigious award in the world. By Alfred Nobel's will, the award was given to those who contribute their greatest benefit to the humankind. Let's know about Alfred Nobel. He was a Swedish chemist, engineer, industrialist, also a businessman, which most famously known for invention of dynamite. Dynamite is a safer and easier means of harnessing the explosive power of nitroglycerin. It was patented in 1867 and he held 355 patents in his lifetime. He died in 1896. By his will, he presented his remaining assent to establish 5 prizes, which became known as Nobel Prize. It was first awarded in 1901. 5 prizes were given, then the prize in economic science was created in 1968 by Sweden Central Bank in memory of Alfred Nobel. It began in 1969. Now totally there were 6 categories. There were physics, chemistry, physiology, medicine, literature, peace and economic science, which was Sverris Riksbank Prize in Economic Science is memory of Alfred Nobel. Sveriges Riksbank means Swedish National Bank. Countries that gives award: Stockholm, Sweden. Except the Peace Prize, all other prizes will be given here. Oslo, Norway. Peace Prize were given here. Prize cannot be given after death. Alfred Nobel laid out who he wanted to be responsible for the selection of Nobel laureates. The prizes were to be awarded by Sweden institutes. For Peace Prize, the award was to be decided by committee of 5 persons or elected by Norwegian Parliament. In order to become a Nobel laureate, they must first be nominated for a prize by an eligible nominator. Self-nomination is not allowed. Except for the Nobel Peace Prize, the nomination is by invitation only and nominator must fulfill the criteria set out by the awarding institutions. Institutions that are responsible for the categories for chemistry, physics, economic, Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences were responsible for it. For physiology and medicine, Nobel Assembly at the Karolinska Institute. For literature, Swedish Academy. For peace, Norwegian Nobel Committee. Every year, December 10, Nobel Prize were awarded. Laureates receive Nobel Prize diploma and Nobel Prize medal and document detailing the Nobel Prize amount. This year it was 10 million. Facts about Nobel Prize. Here the first member won the Nobel Prize in different categories. For physics, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, he discovered the X-rays. For chemistry, Jacobus Henricus von 't Hooft, for work on rates of chemical reaction, chemical equilibrium and osmotic pressure. For physiology and medicine, Emil Adolf von Behring, for discovery of diphtheria antitoxin. Literature, Sully Pradome. For peace, Jean Henry Dunant and Frederick Passy. They were the very first members awarded Nobel Prizes under the category of peace. Members who awarded the Nobel Prize twice. First, Marie Curie. She was the very first woman to win a Nobel Prize. Also, she was the first only person awarded twice in 2 scientific fields. First, she awarded Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903 and she shared with her husband Anthony Henry Becquerel for work on research into spontaneous radiation. And then she awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911 for radioactivity. Then Linus Pauling, he was the only one person awarded twice without sharing the Nobel Prize. John Gurdon awarded Nobel Prize in Physics twice in the year of 1956 and 1972. Friedrich Sanger, he was the only person to win the chemistry Nobel Prize twice in 1958 and 1980. Here the two organizations have won multiple times Nobel Peace Prizes. First one ICRC, the International Committee of Red Cross in the year of 1914, 1944 and 1963. Then the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in the year of 1954 and 1981. These two organizations awarded for Nobel Peace Prize. Here the John Bannister Goodenough, he was the oldest person receive a Nobel Prize at the age of 97 in 2019. The youngest person was Malala Yousafzai at 17 years in 2014. The oldest person receives a Nobel Peace Prize was Joseph Rotblat at 87 years old in 1995. Two persons refused the Nobel Prize. They were Jean-Paul Sartre for literature in 1964 and Lee Duc-tho for Peace Prize in 1973. They both rejected the Nobel Prizes. Also, Mahatma Gandhi was nominated for the award 5 times in 1937, in 1938, 1939 and 1947 and 1948. But few days before the final announcement of a Nobel Peace Prize, he was assassinated by the NR Jodse. That's the reason Norway Nobel Committee decided not to give the Nobel Prize to anyone in 1948. They decided not to give anyone Nobel Peace Prize in 1948. Indians who got Nobel Prizes. First, Rabindranath Tagore from West Bengal. He was the first Indian to get a Nobel Prize in 1913 for his collection of Geetanjali, which was published in London in 1912. This honor established Tagore's literary reputation worldwide. Next, C.V. Raman from Tamil Nadu. He was the first Indian physicist to win Nobel Prize in 1930 for his work on scattering of light. Then Har Gobind Khorana awarded a Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 1968. He was born in India but represented USA. He shared the award with Robert W. Holly and Marshall W. Nirenberg. Mother Teresa, she was the first Indian woman to win Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. She was born in Macedonia, also a citizen of India. After the ceremony, she was canonized by Pope Francis as Saint Teresa. Saint Teresa. Subramanian Chandrasekhar won Nobel Prize for his work on physics in 1983. He was born in India but represented USA. He shared his award with William Alfred Fowler. Then Amartya Sen from West Bengal won Sivarage's Riksbank Prize in Economic Science in 1998. 14th Dalai Lama awarded for Peace Prize in 1989. He was born in Tibet and refugee of India. Then Venkatraman Ramakrishnan awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2009. He born in India and represented UK. He shared his award with Thomas A. States and Ada E. Yunath. Then Kailash Satyamurthy from Madhya Pradesh won Nobel Peace Prize along with Malala Yousafzai in 2014. Abhijit Banerjee won Nobel Prize in Economics in 2019. He was born in India but represents USA. He shared his award with his French-American wife Esther Duflo and another American economist Michael Kremer. Nobel Prize winners of 2022. For physics, Alan Aspect, John Clauser, Anton Zeilinger. For chemistry, Barry Sharpless, Martin Meldal, it's not Meldeland, only Meldal, and Caroline Bertozzi. For literature, Annie Ernaux. For physiology medicine, Svanti Babu. For peace, Alice Bialiatsky. Two organization which is Memorial from Russia Human Rights Organization, Center for Civil Liberty, Ukrainian Human Rights Organization. They were awarded for Nobel Peace Prize of 2022. Then economic science, Ben Bernanke, Douglas Diamond and Philly Dybvig are awarded for economic science. There have been years in that time when the prizes have not been awarded during World War I and World War II. Also, Nobel Peace Prize was not awarded on 19 occasions. Topic is completed. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.